Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I am so glad you're here. We got a big show. And hey, thank you guys. Your comments are amazing. You guys are really helping me get to 100,000. You're subscribing, and I can't thank you enough. It means so much to me. I got a good show for you, so let's get started. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. What I want to start with and what I got to talk about is just what awful, horrible, terrible human being Donald Trump is. Yeah, he's terrible. He's awful. He is, and he's been a disgrace for 40 years. He's been an awful, lying, pathetic human being for 40 years. And yesterday was just a combination of just the worst that you can be to a foreign leader. A guy who's fighting for his country, fighting for his people that are dying horrible deaths because of what Russia is doing. This is Russia's attack. This is Russia's fault. Russia is our enemy. Russia is our enemy. Do I have to say it 50 times? And Trump sides with Russia. Trump is siding with that piece of garbage, that murderer. That's who Trump is siding with, not the leader of Ukraine. He isn't hugging the leader of Ukraine saying, hey, you need help and we want to help you. No, he's siding with Russia. That's disgusting. The United States is not a friends of Russia. We are not. We are not friends of the Russian government. We are not. Never have been, never will be as long as Putin is alive. No. And what Trump is doing is disgusting. It's gross. And it needs to be called out for what it is. It's a cowardly, cowardly act. And if you support that, you're a traitor. Because Ronald Reagan is rolling around in his grave today. Republicans of the past are looking, going, what is going on? Russia is our enemy. And if you support what Donald Trump is doing, you are an enemy of the state. If you support that, if you support what Donald Trump is doing, you are part of the problem. Yeah, you are. Whether you like it or not, yes. Because Russia is our effing enemy. Do you get it yet? Do you understand? And if you support what took place yesterday, you are part of the problem. Yeah, you are. Because Russia wants nothing more than Americans to die. So if you're on that side, go away. Get out of my face. Go someplace else. Because there's nothing American about it. Nothing. I can promise you, there's nothing American. This is not what soldiers have died for. This is not what America stands for. That pathetic piece of garbage may be our president right now, but he doesn't stand for what America stands for. He does not. Sadly, he does not. Most people step up to the office and become better in the office. Not this piece of garbage. There's no improving him. He's just straight garbage. And if you still support that garbage, you're garbage too. Yeah, I said it, and I'll say it again. If you support that piece of garbage, you are garbage too. Because he sides with Russia, and that's unacceptable. Sorry, it's unacceptable. If that's not a straw breaker for you, I'm sorry. Go away. It should be. It should be. And all I know is the United States is going to suffer for the next 4 years. Suffer horribly. Because he's a terrible human being. He is an awful, horrible human being. Has been for decades. And that's why he's ruined everything wherever he goes. Because he's terrible. And the worst part about it is All the people around him, the Republicans around him, are spineless. They took an oath to the Constitution. They took an oath to this country to protect us. And they're not doing that, are they? It's a sad day. It's a sad day around the world because America is no longer that beacon of light. Not at all. Countries around the world can now no longer depend on the United States to be on the right side. No, we are now siding with Russia and North Korea. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I've said many times, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. You guys are the best in the comments. You guys, I read every single one of them, and you guys, I'm going to start posting some of them because you guys are brilliant. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think. I thought the meeting yesterday was deplorable, disgusting. Why don't you wear a suit? It's none of your business. I'm in a war. I have people dying all around me, and you want to know about my suits? Do I own one? How about this? That's what I would have said. Here's my suit. I got a pair of them. Here they are. That's what I would have said to him. What a disgusting display in the Oval Office. That was humiliating. And it has damaged the United States for years. It'll take a lot to get rid of the foul stench that is Donald Trump in the White House. Again, let me know what you think. Welcome to the Dray Way. Don't go anywhere. We got more to talk about. Let's talk about what's going to happen. What's going to happen with the economy? What's going to happen with joblessness in America, because it's increasing, of course, partly because of Trump and what Trump basically wants to do. Trump is firing people so that it saves us money, which it's not going to do in the long run because it's going to be a catastrophe. And a lot of people are going to have to be hired back, and it's going to be expensive. And in the long run, we're going to save nothing. What we're going to accomplish out of all of this is tax cuts for rich people that don't need it. Rich people that are just going to pay less in taxes, giving the country less money, which is just going to raise our deficit. And yeah, that's what the Republicans are going to do for the next 4 years. They're going to raise our deficit year after year after year and put us further and further and further in debt. And we're not going to do anything to increase income. We need more income because we can't cut our way out of this. We can't cut our way out of our issue. We have to start taxing the really, really rich people that have the money. If you want income, if you need more dollars coming in, it has to come from the really rich people. We have to start saying that it's okay that really rich people pay more money. It's okay. You got billions and billions of dollars. It doesn't affect your life whatsoever. But not having food stamps, not having Medicaid, this is going to affect people's lives and how they live, how they breathe, how they eat, how they survive. It's going to have real implications on people's lives every single day. If I took a few more percentage points from a billionaire, it would change nothing. Nothing changes. But we keep telling them, hey, you can pay even less and less and less. And I know some of you are like, well, they pay more taxes. Who cares? They got it all. They have all the freaking money, dummy. They have it all. And you're like, well, they pay most. That's because they have it all, idiot. I don't want to hear, well, they pay most of the tax. I don't care. They have most of the money, dummy. And when you have that much, mounds and mounds and mounds of money, taking a few scoopfuls, how does that affect them? It doesn't. It doesn't. And some of you just don't understand, and I understand why, because some of you just don't understand how much money these rich people have and how taking a few percentage points more doesn't affect anything. Doesn't change their lives one bit, not even a little. Won't even notice it. But we just won't do it. We won't do it because that's all the Republican Party does now. That's it. The Republican Party doesn't stand for doing anything better. Doesn't stand for we're going to make life better for Americans. They don't do anything to make your life better. That's not what the Republican Party does. Now the Republican Party just pays off rich people. That's it. That's their sole purpose now. For white people to get together and to give really rich people tax cuts. That's all it's for. That's what Republican Party's for. Let's white people be able to hang together and really help out the super rich. And they've managed to have dumb white people vote for that. And they don't give you anything. They just tell you what to be scared of. Oh, be scared of the border. Oh yeah, be scared of transgender. Be scared of them taking your guns. Be scared of this. Be scared of that. They don't give you anything. That's how freaking dumb you are. I mean, because when someone says they're Republican, I know how dumb they are. Because I'm like, you're not rich, so you're just dumb. Because unless you're really rich, there's no, like I've said before, there's no reason to be a Republican. None. If you work a job and you're Republican, you're a special kind of stupid. You work a job and you're Republican? Your boss is a Republican. He's getting the benefits. You don't get anything. And you're Republican. Wow. See, you're sold on that whole BS thing. Oh, you got to worry about the border. Oh, you got to worry about transgender. Oh, you got to worry about... Stop it. You're just dumb. You're just dumb. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're Republican, just how dumb are you? Let me know in the comments. Don't go anywhere. I have a final thought. Stay right there. I had to go do my podcast yesterday. By the way, check my podcast out over at patreon.com. We just did podcast number 2. I'll be posting it today over on Patreon. Please go check out Patreon and become a member. But I was driving back home and I had to go through a school zone. And you can't mess around at school zones here in Vegas. You can't, because the ticket is like $800. So when you see a flashing light for 15 miles an hour, you go 15 miles an hour. So I'm driving really crawling slow and everything else. And for whatever reason, I look up in my rearview mirror and a cop pulls in right behind me. And I'm like, oh man. The worst thing that you can have is a cop pull up behind you in a school zone. It's just not something you want, you know? So I go through the light and there's a grocery store on the right-hand side. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the grocery store. So I click on my turn signal and I get in the right lane and I turn off and I'm thinking, I lost him. But as I turn into the grocery store, guess who's behind me? The cop is still behind me. And I'm like, what the hell? So, you know, you go into the lot, you know, and there's a stop sign and I stop and he doesn't. Now, he doesn't slam into me. He puts on the brakes at the last second, but he taps my car. I mean, it's one of those boom. I'm like, what the? So I put the car in park and he puts his lights on and he gets out of the car and he's walking and I'm putting down the window. And I thought as a joke, you know, I thought he'd have a sense of humor. So I'm like, oh, my neck, officer, my neck. And he walks up to the car dead-faced. I mean, doesn't smirk, doesn't smile. And he looks at me and he goes, license and insurance, please. Of course, I'm sitting, I go, what? What? License and insurance? You hit me and you want to see my license? Why would you want to see my license and insurance? You just hit my car. And he goes, nah, got you, didn't I? I'm like, oh, man. And he's cracking up. I mean, he's like, you know, one of these weird laughs, you know. And I'm like, really, dude? I said, I have to go home now and change my underwear. And he's like, yeah, you thought you got me. I got you. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And he's like, have a good day. I'm like, spoiled it all for me. Here I thought but anyway, be careful of those cops out there. Just when you think they don't have a sense of humor, this one thought he was Eddie Murphy, for crying out loud. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining me on the Dray Way. Don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. So come hang out with me. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, because all of this fantastic entertainment comes to you free. So hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.